We are hearing from Mayor Brandon Johnson today about a number of city issues that have gotten a lot of attention lately. CBS Chicago political reporter Chris Ty spoke to the mayor about his upcoming testimony before Congress and that gift room that his team still will not allow reporters access to.
Yeah, a number of stories kind of percolating over at City Hall, but we started by asking the mayor about the mass exodus of senior staffers last week. While some are framed as retirements, three big names in City Hall are out just days after the mayor said staffers that aren't with us have to go.
I was elected to disrupt the status quo.
That disruption came in triplicate last week as the heads of the City Civilian Office of Police Accountability, Aviation Department, and Office of Emergency Management all left their posts. In his first comments since their ouster,
There have been a number of people who have resigned since I've taken office. These aren't the first resignations.
Johnson critics say threats and intimidation are behind the fifth floor shuffle. In 2 weeks, Johnson and three other mayors head to D.C. to defend their sanctuary city status.
Democrats are hyperventilating and sensationalizing it.
Congressman James Comer also wants city documents and communications related to their city's sanctuary policies. But which ones? That may become an issue.
As we continue to get a better understanding from the chair of the committee and members of the committee, which documents they wish for us to show up with.
This comes days after the Justice Department sued the city and state, threatening funding over sanctuary city status, saying the policy violates federal law. Unclear if that suit may preclude Johnson from answering certain questions. 3 weeks after promising access, the Johnson team still refusing to let reporters into the City Hall gift closet. That's where the mayor's staff is said to keep hundreds of gifts presented to the mayor and the city, most of which the city's inspector general learned lack notes on who gave the gifts, like designer handbags and cufflinks. Johnson's team did provide this 21-second video of the room.
You do have access to it. There's a public log. We put out a video. We'll do that on a regular basis. That's unprecedented. No other administration has done that.
Three other things we talked to the mayor about today.
Okay.
He does not know the exact number of people that ICE has taken into custody in Chicago since the Trump administration began. Of course, that was a big deal a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
His final school board pick was made today. It's the final slot. Sydney Wallace is her name, CPS parent from the south side of Chicago. And tomorrow, the governor is laying out details of his budget. The mayor says, Marie, he's going to be watching that very closely, paying particular attention to school funding and CTA funding.
Right, and their dynamic is so interesting. There might be some added layers there.
I think we'll be watching all those layers closely.
Okay, always a busy day at City Hall. Thank you, Chris.
You bet.